Hi Capricorn, welcome to Free Your Spirit Healing. This is going to be messages for you for your highest good for the month of February 2026. Gosh, that's a lot of cards to come out all at once. Ooh-wee. Okay, so big contemplation on your assets, on what you invest in, where you've got to so far, and needing to make a decision or making a decision even in February on needing to actually move away from something that is not assisting or helping your situation. It might be something at work. It might be something accumulative or something that you have to protect, or someone in a situation, someone that you have to protect. And that someone could be yourself, or it could be someone that you work with, or someone in your family is affected by it. And I feel like that could be to do with time, with the amount of time you get off or don't get off, or the amount of time you spend working versus the amount of time you spend with your family or friends. You may be assessing how you can readdress that balance in your favor, because there's something that's affecting things externally in that balance. And you may hear from a boss or someone of authority about a change in circumstances, and that could be to do with your workplace. There could be a shift in structure, in the structure of what you do at work, or in the structure of where you work, like might change. But something that's changing or falling apart or restructuring is to create something that's more long-term successful. And I feel like that's what's being offered to you. It might be a change. Maybe you're being offered a new job and your current job is maybe you're quitting, or it feels like part of a job. It doesn't feel like the whole thing. So it might be an aspect of now, either you are offering something long-term stable to someone, or they are offering something long-term stable to you, and that may come as a shocking surprise. This is someone, this could be someone who's contemplating offering something long-term stable to you after having walked away due to something connected with work or purpose or value. So, and that you may have contained yourself or been very patient around that circumstance, if that's the case. And they may have been also very self-contained and needed to be self-contained and not communicate and hold back. And that was to do with where they put their energy and them having to put their energy into investing in themselves or investing in what was immediately around them. So it feels like that in February you will hear from this person and they will speak up. Oh, and they want a new beginning with you. And they want to work on things. They want to put the work and effort in. You might also be hearing about how they're building their the structure of their job or workplace or what they've got going on. They might have spent a lot of time already contemplating and figuring things out. So someone is coming in with an offer, and it feels very long term, slow and steady. So if it has been like at a standstill, it feels like there will be sudden movement and a lot of communication and a lot of truth being spoken, a lot of clarity, and a lot of mental thought gone into how to approach this. And it feels like a new beginning that's not going to be based off the old way of them doing things. So judgment is here. So they may have been judged on their actions, or you may have judged them on their actions around what happened between you and them. And they may have had obligations with children in their life, or their children, or a child, or a family member, or someone who was younger than them who needed their assistance or help. And or there may have been someone not necessarily younger than them, but someone, possibly a female, whose health was affected, and so they needed to prioritize that. So if this is someone who hasn't prioritized you, I feel like they are going to communicate as to why they haven't prioritized you. And you may just let them talk. And the judgment is like a revisiting how they've done things. And with that Tower and the Ace of Swords under it, I feel like they're acknowledging that the way they did things was not healthy or not fair, and also inconclusive, and that and it feels like they want to right that or balance something out, and they want to talk to you about coming together or creating something stable together. And they're willing to put the work and effort into it. So if it's someone in your workplace, it's someone who's willing to put the work and effort in to create stability with you. It could be something to do with a structure or a house, or moving house, or there could be an event involved, or they could be proposing to you. They could be wanting to up-level their relationship with you if it's a romantic opportunity or possibility. But there's also still things at this time that they are still dealing with or still wrapping up. And those things are very burdensome to this person. The moon, please. Oh, and they fear being abandoned. They fear not being enough. They fear being left out in the cold. They fear they're not enough for you financially. They don't know if they can support you in some way. So that's their fear. And so maybe that in the past they had a tendency to like be in and out, and that's their like knee-jerk reaction. And you might be calling them out on that. And you might be saying you don't want that anymore. You don't want to make a choice about it. The choice has already made itself. Yet they are wanting to go over things and Either they or you have some kind of crossroads or mental decision to make as to how to move forwards, and that's a decision between union now, or connecting or solidifying something now and moving forwards with them, or completely letting go even of the friendship or the connection, or severing the connection and moving into the unknown, almost like freeing yourself from this person's burdens. And I think this person is aware of that they bring burdens with them, and they don't feel enough. Even if you've reassured them in the past, their behavior has not reflected what your needs are. And they may be making like a quick, hasty decision to come and try again. But I feel like you're more closed off to it because you recognize that pattern. And they may be reminding you that they're thinking long term and that they're building up their stability within themselves. And they're also, by communicating, it's relieving some of the stress and burden that they've put themselves through by not communicating. So they are facing the consequences of their actions, and they feel like the timing is now, or the timing is right. I heard the time is now. And they are also open to learning more about themselves through you, or the dynamic. I feel like this same story has been going on for years now for some Capricorn. So, ooh, and you've got the Chariot, and that's the Sun underneath it. So I'll take that. So either way, it feels like there's a definitive forward motion and change, definitive forward motion and change. And it may happen fast. And in the way it happens, it might catch you off guard, but also give you a boost or clarity at the same time. And because of what you've been through in the past with this person, you're at a different place. So you're able to respond by stepping back, which is kind of what they do, but it's not usually what you do, or you used to like kowtow to them, or maybe chase them a bit. There might be like a run and chaser thing going on. Ooh. And this revisit, or this resurfacing, gives you the opportunity to reflect or go back within yourself and create your own stability for yourself in your head, so that you don't get overwhelmed, or you don't feel like you need to make any kind of instant decision. Or it might be that you already have made a decision and you lie on it, you stay by it, and remaining faithful to and loyal to yourself. But I feel like you also contemplate that there are things that you don't know, and that the things that you do know are not just knowledge, they are the spiritual aspects, so the unseen, the intuitional hits. And you may have a very strong spiritual or intuitional connection with this person. So you may also speak with them psychically or through your dreams or in your meditations. And you may have seen this coming as well. And even though you've seen this coming, it may still be confusing when it comes in. And depending on your personal circumstance, it won't be the same for everyone, but for some of you, it's like you see that this person is trying, but they still haven't really changed. Or for others of you, you see that they're trying, that they have changed, and that their communication is showing that they are willing to grow and they want to grow with you. So you'll know if they've made any genuine, authentic changes in their character, in how they handle themselves and what they say. And if they fumbled before, what's stopping them from fumbling you again? Do they deserve your love and attention? Do you still love them? And if you do enough to hear them out, what kind of healthy boundaries are you going to put in place? Or whether you do entertain the relationship or friendship, or whether you don't, either way, I feel them coming back to you into your life, even if it's through a phone call or showing up at your door or an email or whatever it is that they do, it's still shocking for you, and you will still have to heal from that, because it's opening up an old wound in some way. Even if you've strengthened and grown past it, it still brings things up to look at them again. So you will be restoring yourself, the healing temple, restoration, cure, safety. They may be communicating that they now have the means to travel to you as well. So that might be something that you need to go away and really think about. The healing temple, number 1. So initiation, number 1. They are initiating, and it may be the case that previously you initiated and now that dynamic's changed because you've done some healing work on yourself. For some of you, this person's going to contact you when you're not at home, when you're away from home. You may be like on a mini break, or staying with a friend, or out in nature. You might be near a body of water, maybe out having a walk or a hike, or doing some exercise in some way. Traveling somewhere. You may be traveling somewhere when this happens. Might be quite a shock. Snake spirit, shedding, transmutation, integration. So you're shedding an old way of being, and it may be that you attracted this person and were attracted to that person for different reasons to do with your childhood traumas, and that because you've come to the point of no return, is the phrase that I just heard, that you've grown through that, and you've strengthened yourself, and you've strengthened your self-esteem, and so you've shed that skin connected with that old trauma. So you might find that you even receive this person differently now, and you don't see them in the same light. That you still see reflections or pieces of yourself or things that you have in common still. And so in a way, that's still a kind of medicine in itself. And you may be working at getting stronger at tolerating things that you're not in alignment with anymore, just seeing them from a different position and tolerating them in a way that you have compassion for them rather than you want to embrace them. So it may be like that, or you may be integrating them into your new lifestyle or way. Some of you, that's the case. I feel like you're transforming with the snake spirit there. And I feel like you leave pieces of yourself behind, or you see yourself in different ways through travel. There's something about you doing the same journey on the roads and noticing that you've gone through all the different gamut of emotions while doing that same journey on different dates through the last few years. And that's number 35. So 3 is collaboration, and 5 is change. So integrating something for change. And 3 and 5 is 8. So there's been something cyclical about it, and it's come back around. So you can see how far you've come. Ooh, see how far you've come. I like that. That's a good one, Capricorn. Snake. This person might be very charming as well. I just thought it was like snake charmer. Snake spirit. And they may be shedding old ways, and they may have transformed as well. Ooh, eagle. Wow. So this is interesting. You might be connecting with a Scorpio as well, Capricorn, because there's like 3 different versions of Scorpios. There's the snake version, the eagle version, and the phoenix version. And that's to do with the growth cycle and the intelligent, what's it called? The emotional intelligence of a human. So there's an upgrade that's happened for you, and that may also be happening for this person. But I feel that you may be needing more time to check in with yourself as to if you still see yourself doing the same journey with this person, because I feel like you may have seen yourself doing the journey of life with this person, and because of the decisions they made, that might have changed for you. And so you're figuring things out. For eagle, so you're seeing things from the bird eye view. You have a much broader perspective, and you might be expanding your perspective so that your opportunities and how you move in the world is more global, especially when it comes to travel. So you might be connecting with people from different parts of the world as well. Wow, a transformative time for you, Capricorn, for February. So please like the video and share it with other Capricorns, and I will see you next month. Mwah.